And I say this all the time, music doesn't really pay bills unless you're like a big artist.
Yeah.
Like, or you get syncs, if that makes sense. And then usually, like, luckily my music gets used a lot on TV programs. But if it doesn't, then you're not actually making money from music.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're doing big shows.
Is that why you fell out of love with it, or was it? What was the
Do you know
reason?
what? COVID came and I saw the influencer bag was just mad. As in, like, COVID came, there was no more shows. And then
music stopped.
it was literally, I think it was Foot Locker or JD. One of them reached out to do a little campaign. And I said, yeah, why not? Like, and I done a small little campaign with these running trainers. And I just thought, you know what? I'm just gonna jump into my like influencer bag, and it made sense. So that's what I just keep doing more time. Yeah,
that was a good lane.
Yeah,
honestly,
it just made sense and it worked.
Yeah, you found your calling still.
Yeah,
like that whole when you see when Boris, because I think everyone will remember. Like I remember like 23rd of March. I'm sure it was.
The day.
And we was like.
That's a good date.
I'll never forget, because I remember I was just like, it's going to be 2 weeks, man. That's just going to be quick. They can't stop us for this long. No way. And they just kept going. They were like, we'll give you updates. It's like a week, a month. And I think about it, like, when you heard you was in lockdown, did you think you was going to be, like, performing music soon? Do you know what I mean? Like, what, because... essentially, they said, right, no one's going outside, so you know, okay, cool, we can't do nothing. But did you, how am I trying to ask this? Like, how am I trying to ask this?
Be rough.
Essentially, did you think this is my career done straight away? Or what was that moment where you said, damn, music is never coming back? Do you know what I mean? Apart from outside the influencing thing, but when you first heard lockdown. To
be honest, I didn't believe it. You know, like I was just in denial. I thought, this is not real. Like it just sounded like a film. Like how are you gonna put a whole nation in lockdown? I was like, yeah, right. So it wasn't until like a few months in when I thought, then I thought, you know what? Maybe we are gonna be in like a serious lockdown and it's gonna last like 6 months max. Obviously it went on what, like 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, maybe I should think about doing something else. Like I was a bit stressed, but for some reason everything just worked. And you know what? I was smart during lockdown because I was putting out a lot of vlogs. So I was putting out a lot of like cooking videos. I put out Make KFC with me and I made fried chicken and that got good views. So then I started getting money off my revenue on YouTube. I done the seafood boil thing. I started collaborating with Tootsie, known as Diana, and she's big on YouTube. Started doing videos with her. So I'm like, I just started pushing YouTube, if that makes sense. And I started doing the vlogging bag, went to Jamaica, went Dubai like 5 times during lockdown, put out bare vlogs. And all them vlogs got mad views because people wanted to see what's going on.
Outside.
You know, and then I started doing bare content on Triller. Before TikTok was taken off, I was on Triller doing bare videos. I even done a song called Corona. And I put it on my Insta. And I was just putting bare pictures on Insta, videos, reels. I was going to my makeup artist's house, like every day, getting my makeup beat, getting my hair done. Because for me, everything was open, just putting it out there. Nothing stopped in my life. Everything was open. Even the eyebrow shop was open. The shutters was open, you go under, shutters was down. Like, the thing was open. Like, I'm telling you,
we were still recording pod.
Everything was still open. Obviously, the woman was on some text me when you're outside, I'll text her, and she'll be like, don't stand next to the shutter. She was on like a, you know, then I'd go under, there's like eight other girls and they're all waiting, it was mad, but everything was still working and whatever, but.
I'm telling you, man, you can't stop my peas like this.
You can't, like money after mech.
That's crazy while they're still getting paid lovelily.
No, of course not.
They didn't stop getting paid them politicians.
Like that, they're trying to collect another pay rise, but F them though.